Hello everybody, are you ready for some more Ask Dr. Bob? The questions continue to be awesome, and here's a very interesting one. It said, do you treat dystonia patients? You might be thinking, what is dystonia? I looked it up for you to give you the exact definition. Dystonia is a neurologic movement disorder, and it could be caused from a birth-related, physical trauma, infection, poisoning, lead poisoning. We have patients that have come into our office that actually have been, kids with ADHD, have been told they have a condition called Tourette's. Tourette's is when children literally start jerking their heads. Well, if you were to go to YouTube and type in Dr. Bob Tourette's, you'll see a young man who recently gave his testimony that he suffered with these uncontrollable motions for some time. We assessed his spine and we found out that a normal neck normally has a C curve in it. Well, his was flat. We assessed his diet. He loved junk food. So we made appropriate necessary dietary changes. We incorporated a good healthy flax oil that we used in our practice. We did spinal corrections, spinal adjustments based on x-rays that we took in his body. Oftentimes, individuals could have misalignment in their spine that impairs function. Oil could impair function, that is, not having enough of the proper oil. So to answer your question, whoever asked that in reference to dystonia, yes, we can help, but it just depends on what may have been the cause prior to and how long the individual has suffered with these neurologic movements. Dr. Bob, do you promote Christmas ham? If not, what's a good substitute? Well, first, we don't promote pork products. You know, the issue that I have with pork, if you do any research on it at all, is that pork is quite toxic. Have you ever noticed after you had a Christmas ham, an Easter ham, a Thanksgiving ham, or just ham, that you're often thirsty? It's like you are in the middle of the Sahara Desert. You're thirsty because there's so many toxins in the pork, and your body is literally desiring water to dilute those toxins. You know, they have spiral turkeys today versus a spiral ham. You could get a leg of lamb. I know that leg of lambs are definitely, the protein and the B vitamins from leg of lamb is very healthy for you. You could go and buy some turkey legs. I know that so many stores today sell just turkey legs if you want something that you could just have that would be very convenient. But we really don't promote turkey hams themselves. Not probably the wisest choice. Maybe even try some smoked salmon. Especially if you can get some wild salmon, be great. Do you have a natural solution for a sore throat? Yes, we do. First, I'm going to suggest you do this. Celtic sea salt, about 1/4 of a teaspoon in 4 ounces of water. Gargle with it. The water should be warm. Let the Celtic sea salt dissolve in it. What happens with the Celtic sea salt, just because of physiology, the amount of molecules in the water cause the little bacteria or whatever unfriendly organisms that could be in your throat to denature or to shrink. We also use a product in our practice called Agricept L. It's a citric seed extract. It's available on our website. Probably the single most important product that you could take during the wintertime besides vitamin D. I would use 4 to 6 drops in 4 to 6 ounces of water of the Agricept. Put a 1/4 teaspoon of Celtic sea salt. You can gargle with the Agricept Celtic sea salt combination. You could gargle just with the Celtic sea salt. Now, when you gargle with this combination I just gave you, the first couple times gargle with it in your throat, and the purpose of gargling is to increase blood flow. Then just release it, spit that material into your toilet or into your sink. The very last dose of that, you can swallow it, it's okay. We also encourage staying away from sugar. Sugar definitely will weaken the immune system. Now I want you to look really close what I'm doing right now. There's these two cords in the front of my neck. Those cords are our muscles. The lymph can accumulate there. If you notice what I'm doing right now is I'm squeezing that muscle from the top down. That literally is going to help breed and debride the lymphatic accumulation in front of your throat, giving your body a chance to heal. Minimize dairy, drink more water. What can I do for myself and family in the place of a flu shot? Excellent question. We just read some research that if you get 5 flu shots consecutively over 5 years, you increase your potential of having Alzheimer's and dementia. What I personally do in lieu of a flu shot is I make sure that I take 3 or 4 drops of D-Emulsion Forte from Biotics Research Corporation. I put on my tongue because see, vitamin D helps the calcium get absorbed from your intestines and it goes into your blood. Calcium is important to glue substances together, cells together, so viruses don't invade your body. I also take extra calcium during the wintertime, 4 to 6 Calmagzyme, it's a product that we use in our practice, 3 or 4 drops of D-Emulsion, and I just mentioned that product, Agricept L. Agricept L is a citric seed extract, excellent to help prevent the flu and any other kind of unfriendly organism or a virus. So that's vitamin D, 2 or 3 drops on your tongue, avoid sugar, and make sure you get yourself some Agricept L. It is a tremendous product. Okay, last question. I'm 65 years old, and guess what? I don't get to go to Florida this wintertime. What can I do for vitamin E, for vitamin D, and how do I stay active? I'm going to tell you, this is really simple. I want you to purchase one of those large exercise balls, about 55 centimeter ball. Have someone blow it up for you and start bouncing on it if you're in an apartment or a condominium during the winter time. That's going to increase blood flow. That's going to exercise muscle tissue. That's a very simple way to exercise. Now, as far as a source of vitamin D, we use a drop of vitamin D. Drops, because it goes right on your tongue and it bypasses all the other metabolic processes. You know, you might want to try some fish, but I can tell you a drops of vitamin D is really important. Eggs, egg yolk is really important. I would stay away from vitamin D fortified milk. I just think it would be good for you to do the drops in your tongue and make a huge difference. So we're coming up into the thick of the Christmas and the holiday season. Just be aware, you might want to go back and watch some of the Ask Dr. Bob statements that I've made in the past just to make you healthy. You have a great Christmas and holiday season.